Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And my question of today is, do you think the success of XRP is inevitable? It's basically the question of, are you certain that your investment in crypto, or specifically XRP, is gonna pop off, or are you still a little bit unsure? For me personally, it's like a 99.9er where I'm so freaking certain that this is only going to keep doing better if we're kind of having an open enough mind to it and kind of a longer time frame. If you're asking me this question over 3 weeks, not going to know. If we're talking about a couple of years, however, I'm just so freaking certain. And maybe that's also what's really pushing me and just keeping me motivated to talk about it every single day and keeping me happy to just kind of find the peace in all of it, because you know it will be correct. Just let me know down below what you think about that. It's kind of a mindset type of question. Having said that, I just saw this little video by Stephen Bull from the Deep, and I thought it was really interesting. It made me think about a couple of things regarding XRP. It basically reads, we started off with Bitcoin, but it didn't work because it's too slow. We pivoted to XRP Ledger, and it obviously turned out to be a good choice because of its speed and cost of transaction. This is by Jürgen Kuhnel and Mark Chirnside from Xago in February 2021. If you're wondering where these guys are from when we talked about them before and yada yada yada, well, they are from, let me quickly see here. This article, this is from November 2020. Ripple partner Xago utilizing XRP to move money across Africa. We were all really excited when this article came out because, well, I mean, logically speaking, whenever they expand on this type of stuff, that's pretty damn juicy for us, right? We have 25 global exchanges on the discussion point about accepting the integration with us to open up South Africa. We are working with the authorities on regulation around those space, and we are working with a couple of retail spaces to join the functionality down the point of sale. Jürgen Kuhnel, Chief Commercial Officer and co-founder of the exchange, says XRP is critical to the company's mission of making crypto function in the day-to-day payment space. Quote, the payment speed is essential. If you had to take, for example, Bitcoin, it takes 12 minutes to clear on average for a block confirmation, or the Ethereum network takes about 3 minutes, and the XRP Ledger takes about 3, it says here 3, but it's actually about 4 seconds. And another one here was from actually a couple of days ago. Ripple partner Xago and Mercury selected for South Africa's IFWG sandbox. So this one we'll talk about in just a second. I'm going to show you guys this video, but first check out 5 Minute Crypto. A link is down below. It is my second channel. It is definitely worth it, alright? So once you're done with this video, go check it out. Go subscribe to it right now. There's no freaking ads. Not a single one on this entire freaking channel. You see how many videos I've done here without any single piece of compensation? A lot of you guys are saying, oh, you're just making these videos. There's not a single ad on any of these videos. Just so go check it out. There's no BS either. It's all 5 minutes. It's worth it. I mean, check it out. Go and check it out. And then I'm going to quickly let you listen to this little clip here. Little clip. It's actually 1 minute and 40, but still, it's pretty cool. So let me show you. Hopefully I can do this properly.
We decided to use the blockchain to do the settlement for this. We started off with Bitcoin, of course, which didn't work. It was just too slow. And pivoted over to the XRP ledger to use the for the settlement rail. It turned out to be a good choice, and obviously because of the speed and the cost of the transactions and the throughput, which absolutely works for a retail environment.
Yeah. What is the exact cost of transaction using Xago?
Not a difficult question, actually, so I'm one I'm prepared to do.
Okay, one thing I should quickly say, alright? This is really difficult for me to let you guys listen to these things because I do not have a way to show you guys the sound on a MacBook. So I'm doing this through my phone, and if you're wondering if my screen is laggy or if it's the thing, alright? So if you're wondering why are these things not matching up, it's the video. It's laggy in the video, and I'm like, why is it not working properly with the mouse syncing and whatnot? It's not a real proper video. Just quickly letting you guys know, it's not just me, all right? So, quickly that.
So if you want to move money from, you want to put Rand into here and send it to Bitmama in Nigeria, it's going to cost you 0.25%. And you compare that to a bank, which is going to be typically between 4 and 9%. And then you can see it straight away why the benefit is. Second part of the benefit is it will be there. If we're unlucky, 5 seconds. If we're lucky, less than 4.
Now You're talking about speed right now.
Yeah, definitely. So speed is a very important part of the Zargo message. If you put a transaction in right now and say send it to BitMama, it will be in BitMama in 4 seconds.
4 seconds.
On a good day, it could be lower than that. On a bad day,
that's on a good day.
A bad day, maybe 5.
It actually averages at 3.8 seconds.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, once more, the sync was a little bit strange. It's also Skype, so the quality wasn't really too nicely, but the message is still quite clear. They're really talking about it positively. I like that. So that's something I hadn't heard about before. Just look at this one right here. We then moved to XLM because XP is security. You can already kind of feel people making these jokes left and right. Yeah, it's pretty freaking funny. However, this is really nice. Must admit, really good find on his part. Really amazing. It really does make you think about what exactly is happening. And right here, what was basically talked about was that Ripple partners Xago, whom we've now referred to, and Mercury selected for South Africa's IFWG sandbox. This one was referring to the African Intergovernmental FinTech Working Group regulatory sandbox. And it was pretty damn nice. Once more, the announcement was made today, and Ripple highlighted that 50 companies had applied to be part of the nation's first regulatory sandbox. And I'm not sure, but I guess if 50 applied and they got picked, pretty damn juicy, huh? Now, how many got picked in total? Not sure about that. I don't really care, honestly, to be completely honest with you. I just think it's really interesting that they're inside of that and what type of expansion they can really see moving on forward from here, because that's pretty good. Then FinCEN appoints former Chainalysis CTO as acting director. The only reason I'm actually covering this, to be honest, this one, is just for how kind of crypto is going up to the higher layers. Like, for example, here we're seeing the government trying to come in a little bit, working with some exchanges on things. We know from Fedwire that they're working with fintechs and crypto-related projects. We know, for example, Hoskinson, where we just saw this right here, Hoskinson leaks that Cardano Ethiopia deal was signed by minister. We're seeing a lot of things in this kind of area right now, in the crypto space area, that are working together with the governments. We're seeing it just happen left and right. This one was another interesting one. RippleNet's dLocal hires former JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs top executive as COO. Even though I personally said that, or I personally believe that this is not really good for Ripple necessarily, it is interesting to see the JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs executives, they always have the same title, come on over into these crypto projects. It's just a lot of them are switching over left and right because I think there's more money to be made, there's more innovation, and it's the freaking newer world, right? But that's also, a lot of these bankers are switching over because they know what's happening, they know what's coming, and they want to be part of it. And this one once more, a freaking Chainalysis CTO, that's pretty cool. In tapping Chainalysis, former CTO, FinCEN has signaled its continued focus on crypto, and this has been moved over. It's freaking crazy. I'm really wondering what the pay is going to be like because I thought at Chainalysis as CTO, he would get paid pretty nicely. But maybe that's not his main motive. Maybe it's just really, once more, your status and working for FinCEN in maybe the higher tiers. I'm not quite sure. It's pretty damn juicy as well, huh? It's pretty interesting. You know, from a certain perspective, could be that at Chainalysis he didn't even have a degree of any sort. He just, was there from early days. It's just crazy, guys, how the world is pivoting and changing. But the Hoskinson thing specifically, though, that was pretty damn juicy. Hoskinson leaks that Cardano Ethiopia deal was signed by minister. The Ethiopian government contract to use the Cardano blockchain seems to have received the final signature of the minister yesterday. Via Twitter, Charles Hoskinson posted a picture puzzle that clearly hints at this. Now, he might actually say this is really clear. It's still debatable. It could mean a ton of different things. However, yeah, I can understand why people are saying it's clear. If you know your stuff, you know. And now, what's the good part about this? Yeah, it's debatable. I mean, obviously, you can kind of guess the good part about this would be that they got some high ranked partnerships going on, which is really nice. Cardano going head-to-head with Bitcoin as interest among institutional grade investors blows hot. The part which I was just referring to of Cardano making some really high partnerships, that could be, again, once more a really positive thing for these institutional investors, as they have more certainty now that the project will not just disappear, or it's not just a scam or a blow up proportion, anything like that. If there's governments working with you, well, you gotta know something. You gotta be something. Otherwise, they will probably not come up to you, right, or work with you at all. So from that perspective, once more, this could be really amazing for the institutional part of things. And yeah, I would actually personally say I'm really agreeing with that. And I do think Cardano might be one of the best coins for the near future as well. You guys know, though, I am so bullish on extremely many coins that it kind of becomes difficult. extremely bullish on XRP, extremely bullish on Cardano, extremely bullish on VeChain, for example. Yeah, I also have a Patreon, by the way, where I'm showing you guys what type of coins I hold. You're going to be surprised with some of my picks. And a lot of people, I think, are surprised with how much Bitcoin I actually still hold. I think that's interesting. But that's because I know alt season is around the way. I got to switch over. But Bitcoin usually is the best performer until one of those points. And, man, it's also just the oldest coin in the book. Not really a Bitcoin bull too much for, 10, 15 years. But I am a Bitcoin type of guy in the sense that I know it's still a solid one for the near future. At least in my opinion, it is. Even though alt season is around the corner. Have you guys already pressed the like button? Have you? Have you already subscribed? Have you not? No? Okay. No problem, no problem. You can always unsubscribe, by the way, if you are done with the content. You can always subscribe, though, if you are enjoying it still. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe, as I just said. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto update.